Today, I have my buddy Dallas joining me. Dallas is a director of photography who works on commercials and music videos. So, in this video, Dallas shares his insights on how he thinks this music video was created and talks about all the effort that goes into the process, all the different shots, lightings, camera, etc. So, I just recently listened to this album. So, this is the first time I'm seeing the music video. And so I hope you enjoy this breakdown of the music video for Lisa's New Woman featuring Rosalia.
Okay, pause right away.
It's an old
So
phone.
which of these two phones did you ever have?
Oh, hang on. I don't think I had either of these.
Oh,
Wait, the
really?
carrot. The arrow. You want me to push the arrow? No, because that looks like a Motorola Razr, and I
Hmm.
don't think I could afford that one ever. I always had, in fact, I don't even know if I ever had a flip phone. I might have just always had the candy
Oh,
bar
like a
phone.
Nokia?
I don't remember what it was. Might have been. I don't know.
The like impenetrable Nokia phone, brick
Yeah,
phone.
what? You had the Razor?
I had the Razor.
Yeah.
It was a hand-me-down, but I had
Okay.
the Razor for a little bit, but I didn't have texting on it. So even though I could like try to like T9, it was just a voice call only.
What?
Yeah, I
That's
remember
weird.
specifically in French class, somebody else had a razor that connected to the internet and they could check the score of a baseball game.
Yeah.
And my mind blew. I was like, that's crazy. You can see what the game, like what the score is right now.
Yeah. Fucking awesome. Those are the days.
Yeah.
So, God, was it a Razor? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Yeah, candy bar phones. Long nails. All right. Ready? Here we go.
Go for it.
That is a sweet looking phone. Dude. Oh, that looked like a familiar
So,
screen.
yeah, pause really quick.
Yeah.
So, Dave Myers
Uh-huh.
is like he does a lot of the big budget videos. So this is like one of those videos. Like if Dave Myers does it, you kind of like you can expect to see a lot of like VFX projects to be put into it.
Okay.
And this is one of those
Oh
that it's
shit.
just like a lot of really cool pieces to it.
So then it makes me wonder, you say that. I mean, that looks real. That looks like a real screen.
I bet
Or
that's
you
comped
th-
in.
you think it's fake? Damn. Yeah,
Yeah,
they did
all
a
this
fucking
like
awesome job.
it's just like the outside of the phone and all
Yeah.
the inside of the phone is all done in post.
CG. Damn. It's awesome. Which is crazy because it's not steady either.
Yeah.
Here we go, banging it, wanna crack these walls. Banging it,
Fucking
wanna
beat.
echo through the halls. Pulling up fresh face, brand new Dia. La Lisa Rosalia.
Oh, that was a cool switch.
So yeah, what this kind of like what this like makes me think of is like this TikTok generation, like just pop, 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 like
So
a bunch of different
fast.
scenarios.
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
And for me, when I think of like a bunch, like all of these different setups, when you think of practically, you have to set up this room with all these different mirrors and all these clothing, like,
Yep.
and then you have to light this just one scene. It makes it kind of like, there's a lot of different setups in this video that you're just kind of like, this took 8 days, like two setups every
No
day. And
shit.
like the amount of like thought process that has to go into just this one scene was a lot more than this video makes you think.
So would they, for whatever reason, I was thinking you would have like, let's say there's five different sets. I was thinking they would all be built and then you'd go to the first one, film the whole thing, move, film the whole thing. Because I assume they film the whole song in each set and then edit all together. Or are you saying it's like build one, do it, build one, do it, build it? Like, what's the.
Yeah, like a little mix, a mix between what you're saying and kind of like they will probably record like the whole song within each of these so that they can kind of cut in between
Yeah.
each scene if they
Right.
find like a magical moment that they didn't really plan for.
Uh-huh.
But not all of these are studio only builds. So they're probably batching all of their studio days into one day or a few days,
Yeah.
building
Jesus.
this like mirror room and a few other places, but then they're actually on location for a few other places.
That's crazy. For like a 3-minute song
Yeah,
to have to film for like 8 days or whatever.
and with a video like this where it cuts so quickly between them, like
Yeah.
a shot may only show up on screen for like
A
a
second.
couple seconds, but
Yeah.
it took hours to do. And like the hours include like the thought. Like there's a shot coming up that's like shaving glitter that is like, I'm just like, that's wild that you thought of it, and I love every moment of it.
Damn. Yeah, I don't think about how long it would take to just like some group of people might have to build this wall, and like how long
Yeah.
did that take?
I mean, they're probably looking at this scene and looking at like 3 mirrors into the right and being like, can you rotate that just a little bit?
Yeah. Jesus. All right. Cool scene though. I like the effect with the mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Oh, that was
There it
the.
is. That was the
Okay.
glitter.
Oh,
Yep,
perfect
there it
way to
is.
pause.
Perfect. Yeah. No, like what a wild thing to do. However, fun fact. I was
You've
I
done
was
this?
watching
Oh.
no. I was watching a Selena Gomez video from
Okay.
2 years ago, and I don't remember who did it first, but either Lisa or Selena Gomez did it first. This exact shot of shaving glitter off of a leg.
Oh.
And it's in 2 different music videos from 2 different artists. And it's kind of a little like who inspired who.
Yeah. But you think you know who came first? Selena.
I don't remember who came first now. When I
Isn't
found
this
it out
video like
originally,
brand new? This one?
yeah, I think Selena came first, but I can't remember.
It is a cool effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious as to how they actually did it, or maybe that's in post too. I don't. Who knows?
No, this is all practical.
You
You
think
can see
that's real?
a little bit of the glue outlines on the edges there.
Oh, like right here.
Yep. So it's definitely like they took a full leg, glued glitter to it, shaved it off. It's a cool look.
Damn. I never. Yeah, it's fucking wild.
They could have glued everything except for one patch that was specifically sized for just that razor to go across.
Yeah.
And so it would like easily pull off and everything else would stay or not.
Well, that's so that's crazy because then you'd be like, well, which type of glue should we use? And like somebody should try it before we
Endless.
shoot so it fucking works.
Yep, absolutely happened. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Just for this, and this will be on screen for like 2 seconds, maybe.
No, yeah, seriously. I think it's on screen for less than a couple seconds.
Because we saw it once and then it changed to something, and then I randomly hit pause to try to catch it and got stuck here, and this might be the end of it. We may never see it again.
I don't think we do.
Oh my God. All right. Oops. Oh, there it was again.
But so like pause really quick.
Dude, that was cool.
So like, I mean, in that few little different shots that we saw
flower?
like a bunch of people sitting in a gymnasium. Somebody at a sax machine. These legs, the mirror room, like
Magazine.
all these different scenes just quickly cut in between each other. And
Yeah.
that one zoom shot of them crossing their legs, that
Yeah.
was like a planned shot. Okay, everybody, let's cross your legs. We're gonna zoom in really quick into the Alter Ego magazine. And that was the whole shot.
Damn.
So like
Yeah,
all
it
with
was.
just this like quick little segment, this is a day and a half of different setups.
And then they all at the same time turn the page. Oh, here
Yeah.
we go. I can frame
Slow
by
this
frame.
down.
Yeah, just frame by frame. Damn. I mean, looks
Yeah,
real to
it's a
me.
wicked. Yeah.
Pretty cool. I can't remember where it stopped. Where she like steps on an apple, maybe.
Yep.
Somebody does. All right.
Yeah,
there
hit
you
it
go.
from here.
I'm just gonna hit it. Oh yeah, past this. And this right here.
Yep. So this is all like, computer generated
Yeah,
art,
that for sure looks like it.
and then, of course, comping in Lisa in the middle of it,
Yeah.
and
So
just
cool.
like a cool effect.
Yeah, and the costume is awesome. Those feathers, I think.
Yeah. And I mean, I could
that's
talk about all
awesome.
this stuff. Yeah. So this like feeding out of the printer,
Yeah.
it's so well done. It could have been filmed to actually print out all these different frames
And
to
maybe
match the
sped up
lyrics.
because that's the fastest fucking printer I've ever seen.
Of course, yeah, absolutely. It
Oh,
could
shit.
be
Shit.
it could be a post effect, but I think like why not print them out? It's probably 15 different frames. You just print them out and you just speed it up however you want to.
Yeah, it's super fast.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, right there, like so many different scenes right there. Some creep. Oh my god. Yeah, house, backyard.
Yeah, to me it's like these moments that are like obviously like VFX, like these
Like that glowing. She had some like
the glowing stuff, the like kind of multiplying stuff. This is like obvious, like, oh, these are effects. But
Yeah.
there's so many other shots that have such detailed effects to them that nobody ever gets. Like you wouldn't look at it and be like, oh, this is effects. It's like it's done so well that you're like, I had no idea this was effects, and it just looks cool.
like do you mean like the phones in the beginning and maybe the printer? Like that stuff
Yeah.
that looks real?
Well, and like the beads shot just before this,
Oh.
like there's beads in the foreground. That's
Yeah. I go back.
absolutely done. Yeah, this shot. It's like they definitely added these beads in close to camera
Oh,
in
yeah.
post.
You can kind of this doesn't necessarily look real, this part here and like this
Right.
part here.
But like because it's going so fast, you're just kind of like,
Yeah.
this is cool.
This part, this is tricky. This looks fantastic. If this is CG stuff,
Yeah. Well, a
that
lot of
looks
times
fantastic.
when VFX artists need to work on a scene, they capture what's called an HDR image, and they'll take a 360 camera and they'll place it in different scenes within the space that you're working in. And it's a 360 camera, so it'll be able to capture all of the light.
the true reflections, basically, on any
and so they
material,
can
yeah.
just place that and all of these little beads all the way across.
Yeah, so that's how it. Right, because essentially it comes down to if you want to fake something, you got to get the lighting right.
Yeah.
Basically, right? Yeah.
Totally.
All right. Awesome. I'm just trying to look at like what is this room? Is this like a hangar? This is like a studio.
Yeah, it's like a hangar gymnasium type of thing.
Yeah. Weird. Those the fucking boots on fire? That was pretty sweet.
On a treadmill is so cool. Just like unnecessary.
I didn't notice that one either. That's like weird.
Yeah,
corner.
right. This is a totally different setup. Like just because we need more capture. We need more like footage.
I mean, pretty certain this is CG.
Yeah, definitely.
not
like,
the walking on the treadmill, but the fire part.
Yeah, but just like cool, and why not have it?
That looks fucking awesome. Yeah. Just keep this here. Oh,
so
cool.
Yeah, go back to the film strips there.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet. Oh, and that looks like maybe similar to the phones. That looks like it's legit,
I think
but
this is legit. Yeah,
you
the
think that one is?
camera.
That could be.
Yeah, I think it is actually filming herself.
Okay.
And this is,
This looks CG. Even the film side, you can tell this doesn't look
yeah,
like film at all.
which is
Yeah.
typically something that I don't love, like seeing borders acting like it's being filmed on film when it's not and it's
Yeah.
digital. But this is a cool process of just like when you have a bunch of different photos, you like look on all of these negatives on a light table and you circle like
Yeah.
this is the one that we're going to go with for the campaign.
Yep.
You give them to the client and this contact sheet. So it's like a cool like
But
process
that's
that is legit.
yeah. But and then it's video here. I mean, the whole thing. So she's a video in this frame, and then it's actually like the camera is like pulling back.
Yeah.
I think. Is it going? So if I go forward, yeah, the camera's pulling back a little bit. Which is cool.
Right. But yeah, this Digicam thing, also Digicams are just like so hot right now. It's like early 2000s, Canons, Sonys, Fujis.
Yeah.
Like if you go to a camera store, I went to the camera store a year ago and I bought 5 of them for $10 each. And now I could sell all of them for like $100 each.
Like these things right here?
Yep. Because it's
Really?
just like, it captures like a little bit of a nostalgia of like flash photography, having
Yeah.
a point and shoot camera capturing photos. So it's just like being able to leverage that in the video. It's
It's
pretty
super
cool.
Like like I would think of a Polaroid if I wanted like an old school kind of look.
Totally.
Yeah. All right. Oh, dude, there's so many things in here. Oh,
So that right there. So
that was
when
dope.
Lisa switches into Rosalia,
Yeah.
really cool. It's a pretty simple technique, especially with all that hair. You can do what's called a morph cut, where
Yeah.
it's just they both kind of do the same motion.
Oh, sure.
And Rosalia just kind of like locks eyes and makes sure the hair blows past her face, and you can kind of use a effect called morph cut to just on the left side of the frame
Yeah.
transition that into Rosalia. But it
There
works
it
so
was.
well
Dude,
because
that
then
looked awesome.
yeah, it switches into Rosalia's part in this, which is like it's so slick and cool.
So, and when you're saying morph cut, I assume, I mean, the old days, somebody probably had to go in there and like draw on this or like Photoshop it, but this is like now an AI tool or something that's just going to do it
Yeah,
for you, right?
it essentially like if you had like one person and another person, it would just like between like a couple seconds, it would just slowly push the pixels into align
Yeah.
the same things.
Yeah. Right. Okay. That was fucking cool. And the change in the beat right here. This song is awesome.
Like I love this.
This
Like so simple.
the lighting.
Just yeah, the lighting is awesome. Just being able to like you kind of still feel the same idea of like in a gymnasium, but there's one doorway lighting where Rosalia is. It's
Yeah.
just so easy to look at what you're supposed to look at.
Mm-hmm. Focus.
And yeah, just so simple and cool.
So this, do you think they actually found a location where they're like, this room was built and had that perfect doorway, and they're like, oh, this is great? Or do you think they like built a fake wall with a doorway and fucking
It's
had to?
it's honestly simpler than that. Lighting, there's lights that have these ways of like with lights with lenses on them, and then
Yeah.
have these like obstructions that can look like windows or door frames.
Oh,
or
so
anything
you don't
like
have to
that.
build anything.
No, and so I bet they're in the exact same location that they were at the very beginning
Yeah.
in that like hangar looking place. I'm sure they just took the stars off the wall and they just shot there.
And they just turned all the ceiling lights off and then had that one light with this like filter on it, basically.
Yeah, you can see the little bit of blue peeking in from that other door. I'm sure that was kind of like a way to be able to get a little bit of information of what's going on the right side of frame.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like very simple, looks cool. You know what to look at because she's
Fucking awesome.
rehearsing it.
Awesome.
This
Oh,
is the coolest thing ever. Like a lip ring into an earring, like the coolest thing. Like I'm speaking right into your ear. It's just like
and you're
it couldn't be better.
connected.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think? You think they are really hooked up?
I don't think there's much like question about what's going on. Like the earring is open faced on the back end of it.
Yeah.
Like it's just kind of like this is just cool. It's
Well,
a
but
cool
do
idea.
do you think either part of this is CG, or do you think this
No.
is? You think it's for real? Even if
Yeah.
it's a fake, like she's not really pierced. Let's
Yeah,
say it could be a fake
like
thing, but it's still hooked into the earring.
oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I bet she like from what I can tell, she doesn't have any like thing that shows that she's pierced in that area. So
Yeah.
it's like I'm sure it's just like a press on and then she's looped into the earring there. But it does everything it needs to. Like what a cool idea.
Dude, I never would have thought of that. It's fucking creepy to look at, but damn. All right.
And this, like, if you roll it back a few seconds, just like all the chairs on the wall.
Stacked.
So, I mean, like, this is definitely like the camera's overhead. So the ground is where all those chairs are to make it simple.
Yeah.
But, like, really cool. Makes it feel like everybody's levitating at different levels.
But so you think they're really like she's actually on her back in this
Yep.
shot? So they
Yeah, like-
faked the brick wall because that's probably not a unless they actually found a floor. But and then they put this on
Yeah.
to fake it.
There's like, there's faux textures that you could buy that, like,
Yeah.
could be just like a brick wall. I'm sure they laid that on the ground. The camera was up above, shooting down.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of
It's just-
laying on their back.
Because there's no way this would hold right here.
The only
That
question
is-
that I have is, I guess the woman in the foreground.
Right. Oh, right here.
Yeah, like I don't know, like if we were shooting down, that person
How
would
should we
be
even do it?
falling towards the back. So it could have been that they actually hung it on walls, but
Really?
that would be pretty
Oh,
ambitious.
maybe like some wires or something. That would be some crazy setup. Or maybe this woman is CG.
This could be.
Damn. All right. But she doesn't. Hold on. I'm not convinced. Hold on. Because, like. Hold on. Let me just. See how her hair is laying? It doesn't.
It's true.
You'd think the gravity would pull it straight back to the floor if she's on her back.
Yeah, that's very true.
Right? And it's in front. It moved in front. Right there. Huh. Okay.
No, it like
jury's
if you
out.
go to the wide angle of it, everything points to what you're kind of saying. But I mean, they are kind of cleverly framing out the floor. So maybe it
Yeah.
is that the feet are touching the floor for the people that seem to be on like floor level. And then they just stacked everything else up.
Damn.
Just like a weird, simple thing
It
to
is.
do and make people think, but only for 1 second.
I know. God. Oh, is that another?
Some yin and yang stuff.
Oh, that was cool. Oh my God. That's pretty badass.
So good. And then here,
Oh, that was another
Ob-
transition.
it's obviously VFX, but it's just cool to like play on the yin and yang.
Right.
Like Lisa's doing the like song end of it, Rosalie is doing the rap end of it.
Yep.
And so they're black and white, and the world flips between the two of them. It continues to do that, but it's just like a really cool thing. It's kind of like I don't know if you ever saw Atlanta but there's like a transition in one of the seasons where he's falling over and the camera like falls with them,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like plays on that where it's just
Okay.
like kind of a cool like the world flips over with the camera kind of a thing. Really cool.
Damn. See, I'm trying to look. The background must be CG then, right? They're
I'm
filming
sure.
this.
Yeah.
They're filming this inside somewhere.
So yeah, like a really popular thing these days is shooting on an LED wall where it's just
Oh
like
yeah.
really wide, really tall. You can project whatever you want on it, and then you put a
Yeah.
couple props in the foreground that are real to give it some perspective to it.
That's what I think I saw behind the scenes for the Mandalorian. I think they
Yep.
have
Mandalorian was like
a
really
huge wall
famous
like that. Yeah.
for using volumetric walls.
Right. Awesome. We go good. Dope.
Vacuuming grass, by the
Yeah,
way,
that was weird. And I don't think
super into it.
you're down. That's I don't think that's real grass. That might be turf.
I like I had a neighbor growing up that would go out and cut all of their grass with scissors. Vacuuming
No.
grass makes a lot more sense than that.
Who would do that?
Someone that has too much time.
Jesus. Hopefully they didn't have a lot of grass. Oops. Oh god. So many more scenes now? Oh,
Like this is a whole new setup here.
it's crazy. I love the talk about like old school effect. Like this seems so simple right here to just put it back and then just do a poof. Like that's such a cool reminds me of something I would do when my dad bought us a video camera. God, it was probably the one that had like the actual like full size VHS tape. You know what I mean? Like huge thing. And that would be something that we would do. You'd shoot like the couch and somebody on it stop, they get up, walk away, and then record again. And they're like, "Oh my
Yeah.
god, they just disappeared."
The simplest things sometimes just work so well.
And then it's just the smoke. I wonder if the smoke was CG or if they had put something in the boots maybe and then
I'm
popped it.
sure. Yeah, they probably gave it like in CG, they it's called puppet warping, where you just like slowly you can move the pixels that you
Just like the top of it, so it
Yeah, so it looks like it's kind of like coming back to where it rests
yeah.
from when the person was in it. So it's like, yeah, just like they added a little bit of animation to the boots, but it feels natural to what you just saw.
So cool. Oh, that had to be CG fire. Oh my god. Is that the end? That's the end.
So good.
Oh, and that's her new company. Loud, I think. Damn.
So many different setups, so simple, but also effective.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't notice, but I think was the whole thing kind of like um had the golden I mean obviously those stars on the wall, but like the whole treatment, like the Matrix had that green kind of haze over everything. Now am I remembering that right? Like everything was gold? Gold-ish?
Yeah, I mean,
Like
purple
even
and
that
gold
outdoor
kind
scene?
of
Oh yeah, here we go. Like even the
kept in with everything.
yeah, the walls and stuff behind it too.
And the
Those.
umbrellas that were CG
Oh
earlier
yeah.
on were all purple and gold because that's part of the lyrics.
Oh, she actually says purple and gold?
Yep.
I didn't notice that. Okay.
It's probably halfway into the song. Yeah, right here.
Okay. Makes more sense. Dude, that's wild. The the amount of work. I mean, for me, it's still like you said. If it's kind of TikToky, for me, that moves too fast. It's just fucking overwhelming for me, and the way that my ears work. Especially with songs like this that have a lot going on, like well produced, tons of different sounds. Like my brain will focus on the sound or the visual. Like I cannot do both
No, I
at the
get
same
that.
time with something like this. It's too crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like I listen to beats and visuals. I don't
Yeah.
really hear lyrics.
Oh yeah. Well then you like me. I didn't even dude, so I listened to this whole album today and I didn't catch any of the lyrics. And there was one song on this album, on Lisa's album I listened to. I think it was called Elastigirl. And I love the beats were so good that I swear I didn't hear any words. And then I listened to it again and I'm like, oh, that's what she's talking about. It's like, so,
Totally.
like yeah, 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 stretching to fit around you, some shit like that. I'm like, huh, okay. Missed that the first time I listened to it.
Dave Myers does well
Oh, right. Okay, so he's a big name, just music video, or does he do other
for the most part. He does
stuff?
commercials as well, but um, like he kind of leans on a lot of VFX stuff in music videos.
Yeah.
It's cool. It can be a little bit much sometimes, but I think Dave Myers is definitely like pushing music videos forward in a good way.